All right, the main idea again for building pyramids. What do you think the main idea was?
I say the main idea was like people, like they had people to, they had like a lot of workers, so they could build pyramids and how long it took them and what they had to do to survive.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions about this, the passage you read, and you answer the best way you can. Again, what is this passage mainly about?
It's about a king or a pharaoh who they prepared the body and they took out the organs and they prepared and they put them in the coffin, and the people they had to go quickly to prepare, and they only got paid very much, and they only had like a little hours left.
Okay. What was the purpose of pyramids?
I said the purpose of pyramids was to keep the mummy, the body, to preserve the body in there.
Okay.
And so people could try their best to study them.
Okay. Why were the pharaohs buried with their possessions?
I say they're buried with their possessions, so like if the archaeologists who studied them could find out, could tell like what happened, and could tell what they did back then.
Why did the ancient Egyptians believe the body of the pharaoh should be preserved?
I say be preserved so they know like the afterlife, so they know he still be there and like they worship.
Okay. What organ did they leave behind?
They left the heart.
Good job. Name one step in the process of mummification, making the mummy.
They take out all the organs.
Okay. All right, good. Why did it take so long to build a pyramid?
It took so long because the rocks, like they were very huge and heavy, and many people were dying because they were starving.
Okay. Why was building a pyramid considered to be important work?
I say it's important because that is the ancient time, and they were basically the place where the kings and the pharaoh people lived in.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Now, this next one is a little longer than the others, so I do want you to take your time and not try to run through it. This one is titled Malcolm X. Do you know who Malcolm X is? Or you heard the name? Okay. This is it's a little more than a page, and I'm gonna ask you before we get started. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about it. First of all, what is an autobiography? Ever heard of an autobiography? What's an autobiography? This is your own terms. Don't need to try to find this. Your own terms. What's an autobiography?
I say an autobiography is a person who writes a story about a person, about their life.
Okay. All right. I asked you before. Who was Malcolm X?
I say Malcolm X was a person who studied and read the books, and he wanted to change things in his life.
Okay. All right. What does the word articulate mean? If I say articulate something for me, what does articulate mean?
I think articulate means I say to put in. I say to change.
All right. What does it mean to emulate someone?
Emulate someone is when like you getting something from him or you learning something.
Put it this way, what if I say I want to emulate my favorite player?
Maybe you want to be just like him.
Okay. So emulate means.
You want to be just like him.
Okay. Good job. Okay. Remember, start off by reading the title and take your time and read a little about Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. It came up with my letter that I happened to stumble upon starting to acquire some kind of homemade education. I became increasingly frustrated at not being able to express what I wanted to convey in letters that I wrote, especially those to Mr. Elijah Muhammad. In the street, I had been the most agricultural hustler out there. I had commanded attention when I said something. But now trying to write simple English, I'm not only wasn't acquired, I wasn't even functional. How would I sound writing a slang the way I would say it? Something such as, "Look, Daddy, I pulled your coat about a cat." Elijah Muhammad. Many who today hear me somewhere in person or on television, or those who read something I said, will think I went to school far beyond the 8th grade. This impression is due entirely to my prison studies. It had really began become back in Charleston prison when Demby first made conversation he was in, and I tried to emulate him. But every book I picked up had a few sentences which didn't contain anywhere from one to nearly all the words that might as well have been in Chinese. When I just skipped those words, of course I really ended up with little idea of what the book said. So I had came to Norfolk Prison currently, still going through the whole only book reading motions. Pretty soon I would have to quit even those motions unless I received the motivation that I did. I saw that the best thing I could do was get hold onto a dictionary to study to learn some words. I was lucky enough to reason also that I should try to improve my penmanship. It was sad. I couldn't even write a straight line. It was both ideas together to move me to request a dictionary along with some tablets and pencils from Norfolk Prison Common School. I spent 2 days just rifling and surfing through the dictionary pages. I never realized so many words existed. I didn't know which words I needed to learn. Finally, just to start some kind of action, I began copying.
Okay.
In many slow, pain-striking red handwriting, I copied into my tablet everything printed from page to page, down to the punctuation marks. I believe it took me a day, then aloud I read back to myself everything I wrote on the tablet. Over and over, aloud to myself, I read my own handwriting. I woke up the next morning thinking about the word and mentally proud to realize that not only I had wrote them such one at a time, but I wrote words that I never knew were in the world. Moreover, with a little effort, I also remembered that many of those words meant. I reviewed the words, those meanings I didn't remember. Funny thing, from the dictionary first right page, the adverb spring to my mind. The dictionary had a picture of it, a long-tailed, long-eared, bordering African mammal, which lives on timber caught by striking out this tongue, and anteater does for ants. I was fascinated that I went on. I copied the dictionary next page, and the same experience came when I studied that. With every sitting page, I also learned of people, places, and events from history. Actually, the dictionary is like a miniature encyclopedia.
Okay.
Finally, the dictionary, a section had filled a whole table, and I went on to the B's.